How you doing, all you beautiful sons of bitches? It's your boy Backseater, and today, Sexplains are back, and they're talking about Kathleen Kennedy's future at Lucasfilm. And I gotta say, her future at Lucasfilm is the exact same as it is as her present day. It's gonna be her continuing to ruin Star Wars more, and motherfuckers like me are gonna be there to keep making fun of her for it until Disney sells Star Wars off. And then, motherfuckers like Alex and Molly are gonna keep shilling for it regardless. Same shit, different day. But let's just hear what they have to say, shall we?
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Last Week in Star Wars. I'm Alex.
I'm Molly.
And
same intro as always. Again, same shit, different fucking day. And look at this. Molly looks like she don't even want to fucking be here. You know, I think this is the earliest I've ever found a fucking face for the thumbnail, but there it is. She looks like she don't even want to fucking be here. Christ. But yeah, let's keep moving on with this, shall we?
We're filming this part of the video.
Oh my god, Molly finally put some pants on. Huzzah! Drink up, everybody. She finally fucking did it. This is legit cause for celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. I don't know the rest of the lyrics after that. Moving on.
Podcast on Friday. We did film the whole thing on Thursday like we normally do. You know, we've been talking about Kathleen Kennedy and all of that roller coaster that's been happening this past week. We gave our full take on the whole situation, and then like right afterwards, she did an interview and cleared everything up. So
we went out to trivia last night. We were having fun with friends,
no one cares, bitch.
Having a drink, and then got a text message with the link to the article, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
She was probably having a drink, just wallowing in her self-pity, like, fuck, why am I married to this sap? God almighty. It's like, I hate the way you look at me with that dumb fucking smile. I wish I was banging someone else. I wish I was banging someone from the real BBC. Anyway.
We're gonna have to film again tomorrow.
Yeah, because like none of what we said would have made as much sense. So we're gonna retake all that because now.
Yeah, it probably means you should fucking wait for the fucking news cycle to stop before you make your fucking videos. That, or be more fucking active in making your videos. Christ on a bike. Not too active, because then you look like a clown like Doomcock, who just fucking latches onto every fucking microscopic shred of fucking shit that they can turn into a news story. So overall, what I'm saying is that there's a middle ground. You don't want to upload too little, but you don't want to upload too late, more or less. If you want to upload a lot like I do, you typically want to stay out of the news stories and just focus on fucking ripping apart shills like yourselves. And why the hell am I giving tips on how to make YouTube videos to Alex and Molly when they've been around longer than I have? We live in strange times, people. Anyway, moving on.
Kathleen Kennedy, is she retiring? Is she not? She's gone on to Deadline, did an interview to clear things up, and in her words, the truth is, and I want to just say loud and clear, I am not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is...
Yay!
I have been talking for quite some time with both Bob and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. We have an amazing bunch of people here, and we have every intention of making an announcement months or a year down the road. I'm producing the Mandalorian movie right now, and I'm also producing...
yeah, let's make fucking announcements about fucking projects that haven't even entered pre-production. Hey, Kathy K, if you're watching this, please feel free to answer. Comment down below. What's the progress on Taika Waititi's movie, or whatever the hell it was? What's the progress on, the hell's that bitch's name? What's the progress on Patty Jenkins's Rogue Squadron film? What's Kevin Feige's Star Wars film gonna be like? Do you have any fucking info on that? No, seriously, feel free to comment below. I'll fucking read it and I'll respond accordingly. Yeah, of course not. Of course they're making zero fucking progress. Motherfucking garbage like this is why you don't fucking announce these projects years in advance. Whatever. Fucking bullshit like rolling out Daisy Ridley at fucking Celebration 2022 when her film hasn't even begun fucking filming yet. You don't even have a fucking script for her yet, is the reason why no one has fucking faith in you getting projects done. You announce it, then you sit on your ass regarding it, and then you just roll out shit. Like, I'm pretty fucking certain Skeleton Crew was fucking announced and released well after you announced the fact that Rian Johnson's getting his own trilogy. Where's that? Oh, right, it's nowhere to be found. So just cut the fucking dead weight and fire all these motherfuckers who are just sitting around the fucking Lucasfilm offices not giving you any work. Shit like this is why you suck as a film producer. Shit like this is why you were stuck giving Steven and George their coffee for so damn long. You suck, Kathy K!
Sean Levy's movie, which is after that, will probably make an announcement months or a year out, and I have every intention of sticking around to help that person be successful. So I did kind of pull some of those quotes and like jam them together. I think that was the most
What the hell was that stupid ass dance Molly did? Holy hell.
important information. So she is going to step down as president of Lucasfilm at some point.
Eventually.
Yeah. We'll probably hear about the plan for that and who is going to succeed her at some point.
Oh, that'll be the fucking day. Place your bets right now in the comments section, folks. Place your bets on who it's gonna be. Personally, I think it's gonna be another woman, but I would not be surprised if it's Dave Filoni, because you got motherfucking shills like Alex Smalley, Jacob, fucking Kyle Katarn, Luis Julia. They just love, like, so many of the Disney shills just love Filoni's fucking garbage, and they're just Filoni's dick lickers, that you just know that they really want that guy. He's already CCO. That's a pretty high up position to be in at Lucasfilm. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's him, but personally, I think it's gonna be some woman. Probably fucking, I don't know which one, because Kathy's really the only notable woman working there. Fuck, it might be Leslie Edlund for all I fucking know. I think it's gonna be her just because so Kathy can just sort of continue pushing this, the Force's female bullshit, because that's really the only thing she cares about, you know? Put a chick in it and make it lame and gay, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
In the next 12 months is what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
But she is not going to retire. It's like the rest of that article is like she just loves making movies, and I think she wants to go back to just that like bread and butter.
Kathy, you really are just better off retiring. You're really old. No one likes you. Everyone wants to be fucking done with you, and it's really just better for you to just retire and just coast right off the fact that you were producer on M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. That's it. That's all you're fucking worth at this point. I was producer on Signs. What a lasting legacy you've made for yourself. Way to go.
Won't have so much stress as the president. She can just produce a movie here or there, whether it's...
Alex, you do realize that really she's just going to fucking be all like, just run shit from the fucking shadows, you know? She's gonna put someone in the CEO's chair, probably someone she can easily push around, and basically have them be like the fucking puppet king for all intents and purposes. Would you really put it above Kathy K to not do that? Of course she fucking would. That's what Iger essentially did when he stepped down and he let fucking Bob Chapek come on in and take the heat for so long. Just have Chapek take a lot of fucking heat, and then when he resigns because of all the fucking heat he was getting, Iger can swoop on in being all like, here I come to save the day, and then all of a sudden he's back and he's looking like the big old superhero. Fucking bullshit.
Star Wars or something else completely different.
Yeah. And this makes total sense to me. And it is funny seeing the
Of
reaction
course it does, you shill.
now to this news and how people are like, well, she still says that she's retiring. And it's like, yeah, obviously.
That's what, one
the woman is going to retire at some
she's
point.
71. I mean, the thing is that we were talking about on Thursday, we were like, yeah, this makes sense for her to start thinking about her retirement. I mean, she's probably been thinking about it for a while, but I mean, she doesn't want to retire. She said literally, like, I will die making movies. And I'm like, okay.
The famous last words, Kathy K. I'm gonna hold you to that. If I don't fucking hear Kathleen Kennedy collapsed from exhaustion and died on set, then her word, as usual, is shit. So yeah.
Like, I would want to retire personally, but go for it.
I mean, she's at a point right now in her career where she knows, like, she can still contribute. And if she still wants to.
What could she possibly add at this point anymore, Molly? Seriously, let's be honest with ourselves. What fucking insight or fucking just shit could she add to the creative process at this point could she possibly do to quote unquote, enhance Star Wars at this point? Oh, right, nothing. Because she knows, Disney knows, Lucasfilm knows that if, like, their female president of one of their subsidiary companies steps down, then that's a big old sign of weakness that no one fucking wants this feminist bullshit she just loves to push in Star Wars. You fucking ditzy ass broad.
But then she has every right to, because she's helped build Lucasfilm, right? And build it up.
Oh, that's an absolute riot right there. She's helped build Lucasfilm my ass. She's done the exact opposite of build, Molly. She's destroyed everything at Lucasfilm. She's destroyed not just the Star Wars IP, she's destroyed Indiana Jones as an IP. She's destroyed what small of an IP Willow was. She's destroyed Lucasfilm's ability to create something new. She's destroyed whatever goodwill the fucking fans had with Lucasfilm. Destroyed their fucking merch sales, all because of her terrible ass business practices. That everything, like literally 50%, if not more than 50% of Lucasfilm's fault should all be laid at her fucking feet. Literally 50% or more. You stupid bitch.
Up to what it is now.
And, the reaction to all of this has been exhausting in like every sense, because of course when the news was coming out, there were a bunch of people celebrating, and then when CNN I think said, well, this isn't really true from what we're hearing, a bunch of other people were celebrating, and everyone's
of course CNN said that, because CNN, even though CNN ain't owned by Disney, they're still on the same fucking side of the aisle, so of course CNN is gonna back Disney up. Like, would you really expect ABC or CNN to say the fucking opposite? Of course fucking not. Especially ABC, since they're owned by Disney. Disney, stop buying shit for once!
And I don't know, like, I just don't care that much about who is the president of Lucasfilm. Like, no.
Of course you fucking don't, you shill. You're gonna gobble up their slop no matter who's running the show.
No matter who steps into the role next, they're going to have some hits, and they're going to have some misses, just like what's happening now.
Right.
Except Kathy K has had more misses than hits. Name one fucking hit Kathy K has had. One fucking hit, and I'll sit here and list off the 99 misses she's made. Go ahead, bro. Accept my challenge.
And, I get so tired of the people who want to say, everything wrong with Star Wars is her fault, and anything good that happens is in spite of her and not because of her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that she's completely responsible for everything, because she isn't. The blame definitely is shared. That's why I said 50% or more, because motherfucking Filoni's certainly at fault for what happens at Star Wars. Bob Iger's at fault, for letting shit get this bad. But then again, he's this greedy ass businessman, so he don't give a shit as long as something is making money, no matter how little it is. Filoni's at fault because he's just a terrible fucking creator. fucking Leslie Headland's at fault because she's just this dumb bitch. She's like Diet Kathy K for all intents and purposes. She just wants Star Wars to fit her ideological bubble and doesn't give a damn how if she ruins it or not. Fucking Jon Favreau isn't really at fault. He's just there to do his job, but yeah, he really isn't a good writer either. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Well, anyway, my point is that the blame is definitely shared amongst tons of fucking people everywhere, basically. Okay. Hell, you could even say George is at fault for selling it, but I personally wouldn't. George just wanted to retire in peace. He's retired, even if he's unhappy with Star Wars as the rest of us. But yeah, I'm not one of the motherfuckers who faults George for selling it. Anyway, moving on.
Like, it's all crazy.
It's like a franchise as big as Star Wars. You know, they're never going to be able to do anything that is going to please everyone. And that includes whoever is in charge in that CEO in that.
Look, Molly, yeah, it's impossible to please everyone, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. It's like, I get it is literally impossible for to satisfy 100% of some people, but it's really. I'm sorry, I just repeated myself. It's really not that fucking hard. The fact that Kathy K and modern Lucasfilm just refuse to and just simply can't is a fucking sign that shit has been horribly mismanaged.
That president seat in the hot seat. And
that's what they should call it.
Yeah. Welcome to the hot seat.
Who's in the hot seat at Lucasfilm?
Good luck. And another part of it is people just need someone to blame. If they don't like something having to do with their favorite franchise, who do we blame? And
especially on the internet. Kathleen
Kennedy tends to be the choice that people go with.
Well, can you really blame us for picking her? Again, she's the big boss lady. She's the one making the majority of the decisions over there, especially on, like, the production side. Why the hell wouldn't we blame her?
For who's to blame. And that is wild to me, and it should be wild to everyone else, I think, that the idea that just because you didn't enjoy something means that she ruined your childhood.
Right.
And she's responsible for everything that you don't like about a franchise.
I mean, she is, so tough shit, Molly.
And I want to be clear that, like, I don't think that Kathleen Kennedy is above criticism, because I don't think the past 10 years of Star Wars...
Sure you don't. Sure you don't think that. Yeah.
have been perfect, but I don't think the next 10 years are going to be perfect either, no matter what. There are going to be some Star Wars projects that just hit me and I connect with, like the Star Wars Jedi games.
Yeah, of course they do, you fucking shill. Also, the Jedi games, they're fine on a fundamental gameplay level, but they're bad Star Wars stories. Let's be real here, Alex.
And or Skeleton Crew, the High Republic. There have been some things that I've just fallen head over heels in love with.
Yeah, we know. We know, you little consumer. You fucking dick licker. Ugh.
And then there's been some stuff that, hasn't really worked for me, and I'm just like, oh well, like, I knew that was going to be the case in 2012.
Yeah, see, Alex, that's the fucking problem. You know that there's some shit that just plain old doesn't work, and yet when you know it's bad, like, I don't think he's really that fucking dismissive. I think he outright knows this shit is bad. He knows that there's some shit going wrong, but he just shrugs his shoulders and goes, "Oh well, maybe the next one will be better." That is a big fucking problem with Alex. It's that he is just far too complacent with Star Wars being shit. Alex, seriously, if you're watching this, my guy, you know this shit sucks, so stand against it if you're a true fan and you care about this franchise. But you won't, because you're a Disney shill. You've basically planted your fucking flag where it is, and now you're just there to basically just dick-lick Disney until the end of days.
I remember having that thought of like, oh, they're going to do a movie every year. I'm not going to like all of them. Like, I just knew that, and I had accepted that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I say this all the time, but
it's again, Alex, there's a difference between you subjectively disliking them but them still being good movies versus them being objectively bad movies but you still giving them a pass. That's the fucking difference, Alex. This shit you don't like, and the shit you do like for that matter, is objectively terrible. Retard.
I feel very lucky as a Star Wars fan, just from the sheer amount of content that we've been given.
Mm-hmm.
Of course Molly's making this argument because she's a consumer too. She's basically making the quantity over quality argument. I don't care how many bad fucking projects we get. All the bad movies and shows and books and comics and games. I don't give a damn about any of that. I just want more. Shit like this is why I call you two consumers. Fucking idiots. Hold Star Wars to a higher standard if you're gonna be a fan of it.
You look at other big franchises, and I don't think that they're getting as much stuff as we are in regards to like books, comic books, short stories, in magazines, TV shows, movies. We haven't gotten a lot of movies in a while, but there's a lot being worked on and a lot being planned. So to have all of that, and there's like a little bit of something for everyone in all of those things, video games too.
All right, translation. She's basically saying, I don't give a again, it's just translation. I don't give a damn about quality. Just give me a glut of trash for me to consume. I don't care. Again, I don't care how bad it is, because I am a pig eating from a fucking trough right now. Just give me more, give me more, give me more. I can't live without this shit. Pump all these crappy ass Star Wars products directly into my veins. You dumb cow. Oh my God. And again, she just brought it up before I pause it. It's like, oh, it's not going to appeal to everyone. Yeah, I know. It's like, we know, bitch. We know that not every product can appeal to every Star Wars fan. We get that, but again, for the third time, it doesn't hurt to the third time without me going through indigestion, it doesn't hurt to try. There we go. Got it in before that last one at the end. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up movies and video games, and to talk about criticisms, those are especially in the past 6 years, where I think, the franchise has really struggled, and they're trying to find their footing again. And Star Wars is... If it takes them 6 fucking years to find their footing, it's probably a sign that it's just not good, my guy. Like, seriously, like... take video games for example. Has there legit ever been a fucking video game where they tell you, oh yeah, it's like 100-hour video game, it's a 100-hour video game, but after the 60-hour mark, it hits its stride. I'm sorry, my guy, but I am not going to waste nearly 2.5 days worth of playing this game just to get to when it gets good. At best, it should take fucking 2 hours, or whatever amount of percentage based on how long the game is. But yeah, it shouldn't take fucking 60 hours in a 100-hour game just for it to get good. That's fucking ridiculous. Who makes a game like that to begin with? Primarily an on-screen franchise. That's how most people experience it. Not everyone reads the books and comics like we do. So
sure.
When you're like really deep in it, yeah, I do feel like there's so much variety and so much to find and love. But yeah, like I do hope, obviously, that they find their footing with movies again. Mm-hmm. But as a fan who's like really deep in it,
if they do, then motherfuckers like me are gonna be there to trash them, because Disney doesn't deserve to make any more fucking movies. Certainly not after Tross, certainly not after TLJ, certainly not after Rogue One and Solo, and certainly not after motherfucking TFA. Disney just should not be making Star Wars movies, shows, whatever, Period. End of discussion. And I, along with many others in the GKA, are going to continue trashing them until Disney sells it off or Disney goes out of business. Whichever one comes first.
I have found a lot to love and enjoy.
I was happy to see this article come out for the pure fact that I would like to see Kathleen Kennedy be able to control the narrative a little bit better.
Are you kidding me? She can barely run the fucking studio and manage people. Now you want her actually fucking writing shit? Why? Literally, I checked on this the last video yesterday. She literally has 0 writing credits. What fucking makes you think she can write a fucking film or be involved in the narrative? Again, what could she possibly add to the creative process of a film? She isn't a fucking creative at all. She's just the bitch who handles the budgets and schedule shooting times. That's all a producer does, among other minor things, but that's all a producer does mainly. So, what the hell do you want her to do?
Like she's able to do here. And it shouldn't come down to all of these news outlets saying whether or not she's going to retire for her to be able to do that. I don't know if going forward, like if Lucasfilm could just be like a little bit more open with everything. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, well, it's such a struggle. And the article goes into the fact that Star Wars is so scrutinized. And I mean, it's not the only franchise. I think the MCU, like people follow the development of those films as well. But Kathleen talks about how a lot of the things that are going on at Lucasfilm are very normal. A lot of projects enter development.
Sure they are, Kathy. Sure they are.
That doesn't mean they're all going to go into production. And we just wind up hearing about so much stuff. And then, yeah, some of it falls through and everyone's like, what's going on over there? Granted, some of that was officially announced by Lucasfilm, like the Benioff and Weiss movies, the Rian Johnson trilogy.
Right.
Like, there have been some times where they have announced things that they probably shouldn't have, but a lot of things we're hearing.
Oh my god. So Alex, so you know that they have this fucking... Oh my god, what the hell did they do to Superman's costume? Why the hell did they add white on that shit? Sorry, I'm just looking at this. Also, hi, Cyborg. Even though you're not a member of the Justice League anymore, you're still fighting with them. Anyway, where the hell was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. So, Alex, so you know that they have this fucking problem of announcing shit ahead of time, yet you're still just rolling with it? Are you kidding me? Bro, you can only excuse their fucking shortcomings so much before you just look like a shill, but then again, you've always looked like a shill, so yeah.
About just because things leak in the industry.
Yeah.
And so we just hear so much extra about Star Wars.
Yeah, there is a whole... It's like an industry within an industry, right? Like the news industry constantly preys on what's happening in the film industry. And like there's so much money and fame to be made by like covering things like what's coming out, what's about to come out, what might come out. So that's just like a whole other kind of entertainment industry issue. But I did like that in this article, she got to speak on that a little bit. So the interviewer is asking her about projects that may or may not be in development. And she says... It is the development. It doesn't matter if you're doing Star Wars or anything else. What's troubling and frustrating is that our development gets scrutinized, and I don't know any other production company where their development gets scrutinized like that. It's very hard for anything to happen within...
Well, Kathy, the reason you get so scrutinized is because you're handling a humongous and beloved IP, and you totally fucked it without lube. That's why you're fucking scrutinized so much. You dumb broad. How the fuck can you not realize that? This is a fucking franchise that is massively popular, known the whole world over, and it's so important to a lot of fucking people. And you fucked it up. You done fucked it up. It's like, yeah, so no wonder you're gonna get scrutinized when you fuck up. And it's not even so much that you fucked up, but you fucked up so fucking colossally. That's why.
Star Wars without some aspect of it becoming public before you even want it to become public. So I guess managing the message in some way is also quite a challenge.
The message.
So she goes into that a little bit and it's got to be incredibly frustrating for Star Wars and for Lucasfilm to lose control a little bit over what is or isn't happening.
Right. And I think I don't know, maybe the announcement's made at Celebration London.
Well, Lucasfilm, it's real easy. Like, get these fucking hounds off your back. Don't fuck up. But then again, it's too late for them to not fuck up anymore. It's like everything they do, they just fuck up now. Like it's like they constantly trip. It's like tripping down a never-ending staircase.
Were made because they just didn't want some of that stuff to leak. Like, it was already starting to, so they were probably trying to control the message a little bit, but they might not have been ready to announce all that stuff. Because...
Okay, Alex, I know I made a fucking joke about the message, but what is the fucking message? Because just for the people in the fucking back, what even is that?
You know, the New Jedi Order movie is still, like, what's going on there? It still seems a little ways off. Same with the Mangold movie, same with the Filoni movie. Like, all three of those movies are still somewhere down the line. And it's like, yeah, it just seems very difficult to balance. Like, are we ready to announce this? It's going to come out anyway. Should we talk about it?
And like, there's a reason why things.
Alex is right there. They're basically in a damned if they do, damned if they don't. So, but you know what? I'm here to fucking trash them if they release them or not. That's just what people like us are needed for.
Wait to get announced. It could be that they're still trying to perfect what the project is. It could be that whatever the climate is in the entertainment industry at that time is not a good time to announce a project. So like, there's so much going on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't take into account, and that is just a tough part about.
Well, Molly, what in the climate or whatever fucking terms used, what fucking reason could there be to not fucking announce a Star Wars fucking movie? Like, honestly, or let alone even a Disney one. What could the fucking reason be? Think through it, you dumbass.
Being a fan of this franchise and then going on the internet and seeing a million different news takes on like what is or isn't happening. So it's tough.
It's just like, it's the business side of Star Wars that just doesn't interest me nearly as much. Like, I want to talk about silly lore. I really do. And so obviously business is always going to affect, like, we need the business side so new projects come out so I can talk about more silly lore. But yeah, I've just never really super cared about who is or isn't president of Lucasfilm.
Then why are you talking about it? No, really, Alex, why are you talking about it then?
Yeah, and you know, whoever succeeds her in this position will get all the same flack eventually. You know?
Good, because Disney Lucasfilm deserves nothing but flack.
You know, like the people who are targeting Kathleen Kennedy for all of their issues, they're just going to move along to whoever's next.
Good.
Like, that's just kind of a sad reality.
Well, within that,
No, Molly, that ain't sad. That's a good thing. I want whoever's working at Disney Lucasfilm to be in absolute misery for inheriting the fucking mess that they've made. Absolutely perfect. I want Disney Lucasfilm employees to be sad working at Disney Lucasfilm. Plain and simple.
She also dropped some details about those upcoming projects. So she talked about both the Simon Kinberg project and the Sean Levy movie. She did say that was next after The Mandalorian and Grogu, and said it'll be maybe 5 or 6 years out from The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh God, he's got a fucking... I fucking hate this fucking figure right here. Jesus H. Christ. How much you think Molly shoves that up his ass?
And then also said that Simon Kinberg is writing a script right now. Actually said writing scripts, multiple. And that is the new saga that moves us into the future. So to me, it sounds like we are going to have a couple more, I don't know if spin-off movies is the right thing to call whatever Sean Levy's project is, but
yeah,
we're building up to a new trilogy or saga or something.
Yeah, like a bridge.
Yay, another saga and trilogy that no one fucking wants.
Build up, kind of, I think. It is interesting to think of the Sean Levy film as a bridge to the eventual New Jedi Order Rey movie. Maybe this is setting up a little bit more for that eventual film.
Yeah, so that movie did not come up in this article at all, which I thought was surprising, but they've also been talking about it so much outside of just this week. You know, we've heard about new writers, and it's supposed to be set 15 years later. So it does, yes, I agree. It makes sense that maybe just for chronological reasons, let's do Sean Levy's story, and then we'll do maybe the New Jedi Order movie, and then the Simon Kinberg film.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what fucking order they release them in. They're gonna be terrible, my guy. You know that.
Might go beyond that when, like, the New Jedi Order is fully fleshed out. I don't know.
Yeah. And at first I was like a little nervous that she didn't mention the New Jedi Order movie or the Rey movie at all. and instead was saying, oh yeah, this Sean Levy project is coming up next, because we were all kind of surprised at that news and the fact that it got pushed so far ahead of schedule. We were all kind of like, oh, okay.
Clearing up that timeline, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. And, you know, people complain about the sequel trilogy and how it was rushed and the story was all over the place and they weren't ready. So
You don't
to me,
say.
if we see them kind of like shuffling things around and adding this movie in before the new Jedi Order movie, like that kind of tells me that they are planning this, trying to plan this better.
Who cares? It's still going to be ass, Molly. You know that. I know that. It's still going to be ass. Because even if they plan shit in advance, they still got the same fucking people there writing it. And Lord knows Lucasfilm can't hire good writers anymore.
And like situate everything just right.
It's like they can plan this shit out for fucking 50 goddamn years in advance, and it'll still be bad because of the people working there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto, I think, from Nintendo, who said...
Don't drag Miyamoto-san's name into this, you fucking shill.
That a delayed game is temporary, a bad game is forever. And
well, you can... Okay, yeah, well, Duke Nukem is very good proof that that's not always the case.
it kind of... Yeah, I think that a lot of the issues from the sequel trilogy stem from a rush of like, these are the release dates for these movies, now go write a story for it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously there were a lot of issues popping up during the production, and Iger wouldn't allow for any wiggle room, so I think that more time developing that entire story would have been good. So it has been frustrating to have 6 years of no movies. By the time we get one, it'll be 7 years. But hopefully that means...
See, look at that. This is what I fucking mean when he says that, like, oh, when Molly says, oh, I don't care what the quality is, just give me more. He's like, oh, it's real frustrating that we've had 6 years of a movie. I want a fucking movie, because I want to fucking consume. Yeah, I shill for these books all the goddamn time, and I buy all these fucking toys that look like cheap as fucking hell, but I want a goddamn movie. I want to consume. Gimme. Ugh.
means that they're really like taking their time, figuring it out, and not rushing into it.
Yeah. Another thing that she brings up in that article is just like how different the industry is now and how kind of constantly evolving and changing it is, and how like the way people want to consume media and see movies and television is different now, and it's constantly evolving, and the entertainment business has to constantly try to keep up with that and figure out what is it that people want, how do they want to see it. You know, is it movies? Is it TV?
All right, here we go, Molly. Here, let me give you what we want. We want Disney to sell Star Wars. How about that for beginners? Oh, but right, you won't fucking listen to us, of course.
And it's constantly changing, and that's just like really tough to work around.
Boo-hoo! Let's fucking shed a tear for all the entertainment executives and terrible fucking creators who are completely destroying pop culture as we speak, that they can't keep up with the demands of a constantly changing viewer base. Let me play a song on the world's smallest violin there, Molly.
Yeah, the advent of streaming, and I mean, like, we're definitely changing how we watch, like, the MCU, for example. I used to want to go every opening weekend, and I don't think we've done that since Shang-Chi. We'll probably do it for the Avengers movies when they come.
Oh, so you do it with Star Wars, but not for Marvel? Well, at least he's not a complete Disney shill, just a Disney Star Wars shill. I'm still gonna harp on you for being a Disney shill anyway, Alex, though.
But, like, I just haven't been that interested to keep up with it, like, right away.
I've been seeing a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, we've been seeing a lot of non-franchise.
Also, Alex, if you hate going to the theaters, just pirate this shit. It's real fucking easy. Just wait for it to get uploaded to, like, fucking the Pirate Bay, download the torrents, watch away. You know, it's like, yar har fiddle-dee-dee, being a pirate is always free! Or, I always forget the fucking lyrics of that song. Anyway.
Stuff.
And it's nice to be able to, like, go see a fun horror movie and not worry about, well, what are they going to do next?
We were seeing Hard Eyes, and I was just like applauding its restraint, which really fun movie. And at the end, I was like, oh, and here's where they're going to set up a sequel. And they didn't do it. And I was like, okay, really fun.
Like, yeah, horror.
Wow, low fucking standards. Oh my god. Hard Eyes is just, it's just average. I know Cammy kind of liked it a bit, but ugh.
I think are a special breed because you can really wedge in a sequel just about anywhere and make it work.
And
you
yeah,
know?
I'm not saying there won't be a Hard Eyes 2,
Yeah.
but like I just felt that they showed restraint there. We also saw The Monkey, a lot of fun. Like, yeah, we've been big into horror lately.
Yeah, motherfucker, the reason why they don't sequel bait in the fucking first movie is just in case the first movie bombs and it has a sequel hook at the end to something that's never gonna fucking happen. Ever heard of the 2-part trilogy idea? I mean, that's pretty much why A New Hope doesn't have a sequel tease for Empire Strikes Back. They literally weren't sure if A New Hope is gonna make enough money to warrant giving ESB a second fucking, giving it a sequel. Or greenlighting ESB. And that's pretty much why ESB has a sequel tease for ROTJ. Dumbass.
This little thing to mention from that article is that she talked about the Taika Waititi movie, which I kind of figured that one was
Oh, really? And what did she say about that?
just gone. I don't know. I thought that was another one that was going to fade away.
It sounded more like they want to work with Taika. Taika is very busy. They're kind of just working off of his schedule.
What could Taika Waititi possibly be doing? He's not making any more Thor movies. He's not making any more independent films. It really just seems, again, like I said earlier, he's just sitting on his ass doing nothing there while he's just, collecting money from Lucasfilm to just get his fucking script done. So just cut him loose at that point. What could he possibly be doing? Let me check his IMDb right now. Now I'm genuinely kind of curious. Alright, I'm on Waititi's IMDb right now, and oh wow, look right here. He's rumored to be a producer on some film that's in post-production, Claire and the Sun, and he's producer on an in-development thing called Werewolves. Wow, what a fucking busy guy, am I right? Fucking spare me. It's like, yeah, again, he's just sitting on his ass, not doing anything, so fucking tell him to get his shit in order and start writing his fucking script, or tell him to get the fuck out. Of course, Kathy Gay doesn't have enough balls to do that, frankly. It's like, she wants to be this, Kathy Gay, she wants to be this large and in-charge big boss lady, but she can't order her employees to get in fucking line. The only thing she really asks of them is just put a chick in it, make her lame and gay. That's it.
Well, it sounded like
That is something else that she brought up, that doing Star Wars requires a commitment, and all these people are very busy. I mean, Mangold just did Indy 5, that Bob Dylan movie, and I know he has Swamp Thing somewhere in there, and
Oh my god, sorry DC fans, that motherfucker about to ruin Swamp Thing. I really apologize for that.
Dawn of the Jedi movie, so it is a question of like, when can this talent...
And place your bets. I am willing to bet good fucking money James Mangold has never fucking heard of Dawn of the Jedi. He's never read the fucking comics set during that period, because of course he hasn't. Oy.
Do the work. When can they spend 2 to 3 years? I mean, it's like Tony Gilroy. She kind of made a joke about that, of like...
It's just sit down and write words on a fucking page. Hell, don't even write the script yet. Just fucking write concepts on a fucking napkin over lunch, and then give it to Kathy K, see what she'll let you do, and then get to work on it. It's not hard. It's not time consuming. They're just lazy. And I hate laziness. Mainly because I myself am lazy, and I absolutely hate that about me. Moving on.
He probably did not expect that he would be doing Star Wars for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
After stepping in to help Rogue One.
right.
So there is that level of just, if you want to work in Star Wars, you have to know that it's going to be a commitment for a while.
Huge commitment, and it's going to mean that you have to turn down a lot of other projects.
You got to be willing to sit here for 2 to 3 years while the internet yells at you the whole time.
You can't get any other work in that time. You're fully dedicated to this.
Good.
So yeah.
But
I want them to feel fucking trapped.
I think that catches us up on all the new news. So we'll just tack this on at the beginning of what we filmed originally for Thursday, and now we'll move on to the Andor trailer. But our next big news story of the week is that the Andor Season 2, I want to call it a teaser trailer. They said it was the first trailer, but...
Holy shit, Molly's also wearing pants. But now Alex is wearing fucking shorts. Oh my god, was he wearing shorts in the original? Oh my fucking Christ. Wait a minute, Hold on. Hold the fuck on. 2010. Oh my... He's wearing the exact same fucking costume, the same outfit he was wearing last fucking yesterday. Holy shit. Literally the exact same. Alex, my guy, how many fucking shirts and pants do you have? Go to fucking Target and buy some more clothes for yourself. Jesus H. Lucas, my guy. Did Molly fucking burn all your clothes because you don't give her good sex or something? Holy fuck. Jesus. My God, this man really needs to divorce Molly ASAP.
90 seconds, I'm like, that's a teaser.
Definitely a teaser.
So,
I mean, we didn't hear much dialogue. It was just which we'll talk about the music.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of like real quick shots, a lot of quotes, really championing how great the show is.
That's like,
trust us, it's amazing. Here's what everyone says about it.
Part of the
yes, because if the trailer tells you that everybody loved the fucking show, then that definitely means that everybody loved the fucking show. It's like this, it's the same fucking bullshit where it's like, it's the #1 movie in America, it's the #1 movie in the world. It's like, yeah, pal, sure it is. I'm really fucking sure that fucking Captain America Brave New World is the #1 fucking film in China. There ain't no fucking way China letting a film star a black man be #1 over there. Let's be fucking real. China's more racist than America. Let's be real here, folks. Anyway.
The reason I want to call it a teaser is because it didn't really seem to really get into the substance of Andor. I mean, it did, but not in...
And Dane or Bob or whoever fucking watches this, before you say, oh, he admits America's racist, keep in mind, we're pretty damn far along on the not racist end of the fucking racist spectrum. Like, you got China, they're like right fucking here on the racist, and we're all the way over there on the not racist end. This being clear, because I know for fact that some motherfuckers in the fucking shill cast are gonna be watching this one day, and they're gonna be all like, oh my god, Backseater is secretly woke and whatnot. He's a liberal like us, but he has to fucking fake it and fucking appeal to fucking rage and because he's an incel grifter. But yeah, anyway.
The style that I think we're used to seeing it.
Yeah.
It just seemed very fast, lots of explosions, lots of action, lots of quotes, and yeah, not Star Wars-y music. It was an actual real-world song that was very thematically relevant, but it was an odd trailer. Still got...
So it's not a fucking Star Wars trailer, then? Yeah, Alex, of course fucking is. It's like, he knows that some shit's off right here, but he still fucking doesn't give a damn because he just wants to consume.
Got me hyped.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of the music?
I didn't mind it.
I didn't either, which I'm
Of course you fucking didn't.
surprised. At first, it started to play, and I thought that it was going to be kind of a Major Tom Skeleton Crew thing where I thought we were about to get like Fortunate Son in a tease.
It did kind of have that ring to it.
But yeah, it was the Revolution Starts Now by Steve.
Yes, because the revolution starts now has a lot in common with some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. Oh yeah. Yeah, totally the same fucking song and shit. Like, get out of here.
Steve Early. And
a total fucking communist, by the way.
Yeah, I can't recall ever having actual real world music in a Star Wars
Socialist,
trailer before.
damn.
I think they eased us into it with Major Tom.
Yeah, I don't know. I have thoughts on using real world music in Star Wars, especially in trailers. I think it's good. I think it's...
Of course you fucking do, you dumbass cow.
Kind of a good way to get people's attention without a lot of like very Star Wars-y dialogue, plus upbeat, catchy music that some people might recognize. That's immediately going to get non-Star Wars fans' attention. And that's
How many, okay, honest to God, how many fucking, I didn't even know who the fuck Steve Earle even was before I looked the song up. So, what fucking chance do fucking casuals do? And keep in mind, I know my shit about music. I'm not a super huge aficionado, but I know my shit. Motherfucker ain't even from the 60s. The song was made in like 2004. It's an anti-Bush song, if I remember correctly. Or anti-Iraq war. It's far from the fucking 60s. Not the fucking same at all.
Who they want to look at this. They know Star Wars fans are going to look at this trailer. They want new people to look.
That is exactly my thought, is that the people who watched it...
Well, we're looking at it and we're going, So how about that?
Andor, for the most part, seem to really love it. Like, it is one of the most...
Those people are morons, then.
...received shows I can recall. And they didn't even need to put a trailer out. I would have been excited for season 2 anyway. Mm-hmm. So I think this trailer was for more casual Star Wars fans that may have skipped Andor the first time because it was not the most watched show.
Yeah.
Its viewership did go up.
Why the hell would they make season 2 for people who didn't watch the first season? That makes absolutely no fucking sense. It's like, this is like that bullshit that Hawk brought up on the Backseat Boys episode when we were riffing on Chariots, Dragon Age has always been woke video. It's like, why the hell? Because remember, in that video, Hawk was all like, BioWare should not be trying to bring in new fans in the 4th game in the series. It's like, why the hell would Disney try to bring in new fans for Star Wars for the 2nd season of a show that likely isn't gonna have mass appeal to begin with? As let's be real, Andor ain't a fucking Star Wars show. It's just it's a real world show set in space. There you go. That's what it is. It's a real world show set in space. There you go. That's fucking trademarked, baby.
I am crossing my fingers that it keeps a strong viewership when it's out. But I think that they were like, yeah, let's try to market this to not the hardcore Star Wars fans. And then when we hopefully get a full...
Why the hell would they market something so un-Star Wars-like to non-Star Wars fans? That's just absolutely ridiculous. Alex, thank God you don't run a business, because you would be as bad as Kathleen Kennedy at it.
Half-minute trailer. That might feel a little more like Andor-ish.
Yeah. And I think that's also kind of a reason why they've not really had a lot of aliens in it. And that's kind of a shame.
So you admit that, because of lack of aliens, it's not really Star Wars show and just more real world in space now, do ya?
I don't want this to sound like they're making Andor not for Star Wars fans. Because the first season...
They aren't. Tony Gilroy isn't a Star Wars fan. He's just hopping on the IP because he wants to tell his own story, but he knows he can't get the funding for it if it's a completely original IP. He's just fucking hijacking it so he can make his own thing. It's, what's the name? The hell is it? Dolled up installment. That's what it is. Andor is a dolled up installment.
Didn't have a lot of aliens in it, but... Yeah, not a lot of aliens, not a lot of dialogue in this teaser that sounds Star Wars.
Because who wants aliens in a Star Wars show, am I right? Who wants non-Star Wars-y dialogue in a Star Wars show, am I right?
Music doesn't sound super Star Wars-y.
Who wants non-Star Wars-y music in a Star Wars show? You see, you dumbass bitch? You're basically saying, it's like, yeah, this whole show, it's not really a Star Wars show. So that's even less of a reason to fucking check this show out.
I think all of this is mostly just to get the attention of some new viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, and as some of you guys may know, I always find it really hard to verbalize what constitutes Star Wars and what doesn't. you know, to me, that's just a really hard thing to fucking put to paper. And I don't mean shit like, oh, real Star Wars is the first 6 theatrical films in the old expanded universe. No, I mean, like, what makes something worth being a Star Wars film? Like, what elements does it need to have? What kind of ideas and concepts need to touch up on? I don't mean, like, that shit. I always find that really hard to verbalize, but I find it real easier to point to what doesn't really have Star Wars because of what's in it. Andor, it doesn't have Star Wars dialogue. It doesn't have the dialogue you expect from a Star Wars product. It doesn't have the music you expect from it. It doesn't have enough familiar elements of Star Wars. And if it does, it uses them in just a super generic way where it could be any fucking... it could be any fucking franchise, right? Personally, it's like one of the fucking things that I always ask myself about Disney Stars is like, if you were to rebrand this something else and make it its own story completely separate from Star Wars, then it fails to be Star Wars. Because you might as well just make it its own fucking thing. You might as well just make it its own fucking thing, basically. So, yeah, anyway, that's just a huge fucking problem that Lucasfilm just has. They keep greenlighting fucking projects that do not feel like Star Wars at all.
I think that's fine to do.
I actually think that Season 2 might become pulpier and weirder than Season 1. Season 1 did feel just very set apart on its own, like barely any aliens. When they did pop up, it was fun. Like the big guy Vetch, he just told me to stand here.
Yeah,
like, he's super fun.
Well,
the two brothers who were fishing.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, Vetch. Remember that Vetch guy? He was real fun. Oh, it's that you don't remember that guy? Don't worry, neither do I.
After Narkina 5, like it's there, but it's not super present. I'm kind of thinking the closer we get to A New Hope, the more Star Warsy Andor will feel.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting.
I think it'll still feel like Star Wars. Yeah. Maybe just...
Well, Alex, you dumbass, there are books set in between the end of the prequels and the beginning of A New Hope that still feel like Star Warsy. There's no fucking excuse Andor can't. What is Andor's excuse then,
This teaser doesn't feel as Star Warsy as some of the other ones.
And I don't even want to criticize. Like, I kind of wish Andor were slightly more pulpy, but that's like such a nitpick because I love that show.
No, Alex, that's not a nitpick. That's a legit criticism. That's a legit knock against the show. Call it out for that instead of just shrugging your shoulders and going, oh well. Take a stand. Grow a spine. Why won't you, for fuck's sake?
So
yeah, we have pulpy stuff in Star Wars. The Mandalorian is really, really pulpy.
This is just a different flavor, but I'm curious to see
a shit flavor.
Season 2 kind of shifts a little bit over these 4 arcs. Like every arc is going to get us closer to Rogue One. And so, I mean, maybe Cassian's going to go on.
Oh, it's the fucking dog! It's the dog! It's the dog! Hashtag Doggate! We gotta free the dog! We gotta free the dog, guys!
An adventure with Bistan, the space.
Melvin is working on it! Make sure to look out for his fucking documentary on Doggate. Melvin, if you're watching this, keep working on Doggate! We need to expose them for being the animal abusers they are!
Monkey, like who knows?
That'd be fun. You brought up the music and how it was relevant. I didn't recognize the song when I heard it, but it is talking about revolution.
Oh no, I think that based on the position that the tail is in, I think the dog's going for the crotch soon. Oh my god, brace yourselves, everybody.
Point out that just about everything I know about this song is because of Ken Knapsack on Force Center. He talked about the song at length. He's my musical expert. So I'll link to their discussion of the trailer as well, because they had a lot of good, interesting things to say about the song and what it means.
Sounds like the message of the song is very much attuned to the message of Andor.
And it's good because the first season is about Cassian becoming a revolutionary. At the start, he does not care about the fight against the Empire, and then by the end of season 1, he is like all the way either kill me or let me join you. Like that's about as revolutionary as you can get. So season 2, it's like the revolution starts now in episode 1.
Let's go.
And we have one more.
Let's go. Also, also, Oldie, you did it better with fucking Kyle Katarn, who, lest we forget, Cassian Andor is kind of a ripoff of.
More bit of news. Our friend Sean texted me. He was like, I think Disney saw you talking about how it was a slow news week the past few weeks. And they're like, all right, how about this? Revenge of the Sith is coming back to theaters on April 25th for 1 week because it is the 20th anniversary of the film.
And I am going to pirate it because there is not a damn way I am giving Disney money over this.
And the exciting bit, I think, for this announcement, not only is it coming back in the theaters, it will be in the 40X theaters.
Really? I did not see that.
We have never experienced a 40X.
That might be the time to go for the very first time.
I think so. If we can find a showing. Also, it's only going to be out for a week, which I can't remember how long Phantom Menace was out. I think it was out more than just a week, but
I don't know. It might have just been a weekend. I can't remember.
I don't think it was. But anyways, I wish it were going to be out a little bit longer than that. But yeah, I do think it's exciting that it's coming out in this new format.
It's also going to be out in the middle of Andor, right after we get back from Celebration. So we'll be jet lagged, but I'll still go. I want to sit in a 40X theater, get that butt rumble.
Shake you around.
Shake me around a little bit.
Shake
Wake me up.
Shake the jet lag, right?
Oh my god. That just sounds like awkward ass foreplay between them. Yeah, it's like shake me around, Molly. It's like that's probably what Alex says to her every time he gets pegged. It's like shake me around, Molly.
That's one way to tell people about Boost Mobile's new 5G network.
Why are your teeth so white?
I've been yearning for this moment.
Neither have I. Alright, I'm just gonna skip around this. I'm getting really bored watching this. If there's like some like real stupid ass shit. What is this?
Rose
Right.
and give her scenes with Leia. And
That's another big part of it is we get more dialogue from Leia this way, which
Yay! More fucking scenes with Rose. Ugh.
of like when Lando finds them on Pisana, there was like a flashback image of Luke and Lando on Pisana from Shadow of the Sith. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, more fucking garbage ass comics. What is this? Oh, this looks like ass. This looks like ass. You know, I don't usually root for Kylo Ren, but but Kylo, seriously, please kill these two brats. Fuck them up for me, my guy. Fuck them up, discount Darth Kaitis. What do we got here?
Preview for next week, we have the first issue of Jedi Knights, which is very exciting. That's a new ongoing series from Mark Guggenheim. We're also
Oh, yay, the guy who ruined Arrow. Hooray.
getting Hyperspace Stories Qui-Gon Jinn, which has been delayed so many times. I'm thrilled we're going to finally get that. I think that is a full graphic novel about Qui-Gon.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, because we've never had stories starring Qui-Gon Jinn before. Hooray.
That I've heard of this.
I can't tell you much more about it because I don't know.
We don't know like when it takes place in Qui-Gon's life.
Before he dies.
Great.
Wow, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Reference books are always a fun time. They show you like a good look at geography
What the hell is that? What the hell?
thing. So we'll talk about that next week when I read it. I also want to point out that a reference book is coming out, the new edition of Complete Locations, which those
The hell is this fucking Barad-dûr? The hell is that? Oh wait, hang on, what's this?
Today about copies of The Mask of Fear being in several of these little free library locations, which is just cool. And you can just go and like get a free copy.
and
Yay, you can get a free copy of a shitty-ass Disney novel. Hang on, what's this?
there is any kind of message, I expect it to be the most milquetoast crap. Like, it probably isn't going to say
It'll be
much of
very
anything.
vanilla.
Yeah. Kyle Barrett and
Wow, holy shit, wow, fucking Alex actually swore. I don't hear that a lot.
or Mappa both ask what we think of Andor's new release schedule.
It's terrible. It's like, it's obvious that Disney just wants it in the fucking rear view. That's why they're fucking releasing in 3-episode batches. They just want to get it over with. Compared to The Acolyte, which they were really banking on, they wanted that shit to be like a success, which is why they released it weekly. They just wanted that shit to be great. But obviously it isn't. And hang on, let's check their
Or what you
fucking
think, whether you
credits.
would want a Wednesday or a
Is
Thursday
Jacob
afternoon.
back
But that's it for last
there?
week in Star Wars. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel,
Follow us on Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Nope, Jacob ain't there. Because Jacob is running out of money, and Jacob, you're really lucky that I'm not going to sue you anymore because, Melvin's...
Hand-battered North Atlantic cod with savory tartar sauce.
Because you're really lucky that I'm not going to pursue suing you because I'm poor and Melvin doesn't want me to lose money. But, oh my god, yeah, fucking sex explains, man. Jesus H. Christ. Oh my god. Fucking the most authentic couple on YouTube continues to be them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up, comment below if you thought of the video, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care.